Mexico with more on this failed former Republican state house candidate, Solomon Peña. He was angry that he lost his election last fall. He claimed the vote was, quote, rigged. And now this morning he's in police custody in connection to orchestrating 4 shootings at homes of Democrats. This happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Police say that Peña was the mastermind and allegedly conspired and paid 4 others to carry out these shootings on the lawmakers' homes. To note, no one, thankfully, was injured.
The evidence that we have is not only firearm, but it's also from cell phones and electronic records, surveillance video, and multiple witnesses inside and outside of this conspiracy that have helped us weave together what occurred. On the last shooting, we now have evidence, too, that Peña himself went on this shooting and actually pulled the trigger on at least one of the firearms that was used.
Never give up. Solomon Peña, of course, a MAGA conservative, lost his race, and he doesn't want to stand for that. Matter of fact, he'd rather shoot at some of his opponents and people he hates because he's such an American patriot. So again, he lost his House district race in November, and now he's gone to posting things like this. After Trump announced he's gonna run for president again, here he is with his red hoodie on. Trump just announced for 2024, I stand with him. I never conceded my HD 14 race, now researching my options. I guess his options then led to shooting at Democratic opponents who had won or were already in office, or just he was mad at because they were mean to him. Rachel Maddow had some more details about how he decided to shoot at folks like a damn terrorist. Let's watch that.
All right, what we were able to tell you last week was news of a spate of recent shootings in New Mexico that had targeted the homes and offices of at least a half dozen elected officials in New Mexico. All of them members of the Democratic Party. Now, no one was injured in these shootings. These shootings hit buildings, not people. But they apparently had all been targeted at Democratic politicians during December and January. So just over the last few weeks. And we first learned of the shootings at 5 homes and offices belonging to some county commissioners and 2 state senators and New Mexico's newly elected Democratic Attorney General. Then we learned that there had also been an additional shooting at the house of the incoming Speaker of the New Mexico state legislature.
And on and on and on. How many people is he gonna shoot at? Tell us more, Rachel.
December 4th, at one politician's home, he's a county commissioner, 8 shots fired into his home. A week later, December 11th, 12 bullets fired into the home of another Democratic county commissioner. Then on January 3rd, it was a state representative, a Democratic state representative named Linda Lopez in New Mexico. On January 3rd, shots rang out at her house. 3 bullets went through her daughter's bedroom as her 10-year-old daughter was inside that bedroom asleep.
You guys heard from Republicans talking about this? Maybe locally they're very upset and they're ready to oust this guy and completely detach himself from the party. And he's nothing like what our values are as patriots. We don't shoot at our opponents. We just tell our foot soldiers to do it. A few more details really fast before you open this up. 5 people were involved in this conspiracy is what the cops are talking about, but it's unclear if all the hired gunmen knew the targets were elected Democrats. The investigation remains ongoing. Hartsock said this, and he wouldn't specify how many of the suspects have been taken into custody. Albuquerque SWAT officers arrested Peña on Monday afternoon. Now, the evidence investigators say they compiled against him includes firearms, cell phone records, surveillance footage, and witnesses inside and outside of the conspiracy. Seems pretty airtight. After the election in November, he paid unarmed individuals in cash and sent text messages with addresses where he wanted them to carry out the shootings. That's according to a police statement. I want you guys to think about this. If this was a Democrat that was carrying out shootings or hiring gunmen to shoot at multiple Republicans in their homes, damn near hitting 10-year-old kids in rooms, would they be like, yeah, it's okay, this is just American politics? Or would they be absolutely losing their minds? It's just one of those things since, we talked earlier about Ron Johnson and the fair and balanced nature. And the reasons why we have such division in this country is the damn media asking me questions. Is the problem that we have politicians failed politicians shooting at others? You tell me, Waz.
To be honest, I think this is a problem that you can start at the root of the Republican Party establishment and just this idea that they get to treat democratically elected Democrats big D Democrats as illegitimate, right? And so if you follow from Democrats are inherently illegitimate, we could steal the election in the courts in 2000. We can treat Barack Obama as an illegitimate president. And when he brings up guys for the Supreme Court, we can just ignore years and decades and hundreds of years of precedent and just ignore him because he's a Democrat and illegitimate. Joe Biden can win fair and square. It doesn't matter. The election was stolen. It's the Democrats, and whatever they do is illegitimate. And that starts at the establishment level. And then, you go from that to what happens on hate radio and on the deepest, darkest places on the internet of conservative media. And it's not just that they're illegitimate, they're evil, they're conniving, they're cheating, they're sneaky, they want to rape kids, and then you just follow it down to its logical end. And this is it. When people lose their, raggedy ass campaigns, they get to go out and try to kill people behind it. Like it all flows from the top, honestly, the way I see it, and their behavior towards the other side as illegitimate, and it goes from illegitimate to straight outright evil, devil worshippers, Satanists. It's crazy.
And you know what? Openly and put your face in front of a camera with a MAGA shirt on, posing in front of your Trump flags, and then do something like this and think that it's not gonna be something that gets connected to you or the folks that you've been associated with.
Let's get to. I really think we need to stop with the politician merch game. Like it's over, man. It was we kind of went over the top. I know we did it with Barry. He was the first black guy president. I get it. We kind of felt like we needed to do the hope posters and all of that. But bruh, the MAGA merch, it's crazy. I've never seen somebody with Biden merch on. Ever.
That's true.
I've never seen Biden merch.
Definitely when it comes to flags. The T-shirts and stuff happened. We were down at the RNC back in Cleveland. I think it was the RNC was in Cleveland in 2016. The booths and the tables were everywhere of knockoff Trump stuff.
It's ridiculous.
And I was like, make your money, I guess. They'll buy it. They'll do it. It's sad. But no, eventually maybe this guy, he'll eventually get arrested. Maybe they'll make an example of him because crime deterrent. Tough on crime Republicans. Let's make sure they stay consistent there.